and welcome back to my channel. Welcome to a brand new video. I hope you're all doing wonderfully well, and if you're new here, hi, I'm Melissa. I post videos every Thursdays on my channel about fashion, lifestyle, beauty, and many vlogs as well. Right now I'm just enjoying a little tea in this really incredible mug. It's actually a Sailor Moon mug. I don't know if you can tell. It's very hot, so I'm gonna try to like turn it around without, okay, here we go. So cute. I figured it would be perfect to just like sit down, relax, put on a robe, be in a very comfortable kind of environment, because today is going to be me answering questions from you guys. I actually wanted to do a very special video today because I'm filming this a few days before. However, you guys are seeing this video on the 18th, and the 18th is my birthday. I actually turned 27 as you're watching this video probably, and this is so exciting. I mean, as you're watching this, it's 9 p.m. in France, and I'm actually in Nice enjoying probably dinner or something. It's so weird because I'm talking to myself like in the future, if that makes any sense, but I am going to be in Nice next week for my birthday. So as you're watching this, I'm probably just enjoying my meal or something, so please don't hesitate to wish me a little happy birthday here or over on my Instagram as well, because I'm always very active around 9 p.m. Central Europe time. That's when my video is out on Thursdays, so please don't hesitate. But as a video for my 27th birthday, I really wanted to do something special because this is the first time since I'm on YouTube that my birthday falls on a Thursday. So I was like, I absolutely have to do something special, and I didn't really have much time to think about it because it just hit me like a few weeks ago that this video would be posted on a Thursday and on the 18th. So I was like, what should I do that is a bit different to, you know, my usual content? And I figured I would ask you guys to ask me questions over on my Instagram, but also on YouTube, about anything you want. So really anything you want. A few of them were very similar, so I'm gonna try to sometimes not repeat myself, but I might repeat myself because they are very similar. A lot of you guys just asked me questions about life in your 20s and stuff and what I've learned. I have also some questions about fashion as well. So what I'm gonna try to do is put in the description box below the timestamp so you can just like check the questions you are interested in. Obviously this is all my opinion, this is just my experience, that just makes sense, but I just wanted to do a little quick disclaimer. So I chose this one because I think it's just such a good question to start with, and the question is, by the way, they're all anonymous. I'm not gonna give the names of anyone because I just didn't ask if you guys would be comfortable with that, and I just feel like it's not necessary, so I'm just gonna read the questions and answer them. So what is your best memory being 26 years old? The best memory, and I'm very sorry if you guys are just sick of hearing this or whatever. I don't think you are, because you guys are like me and we do like the similar type of, you know, influencers, celebrities, so I feel like you wouldn't mind me talking too much about it. But I'm gonna have to pick Milan this year in February. Dinner in front of the Duomo with Gabby, her team, Nikki, and all that. Like, you guys, I will pop the vlog around the screen. That's the first time I've ever, like, actually it's not the first time I met Gabby, but it was the second time, but this was like really as in like a friend type of thing. This was such a beautiful memory. It was so unexpected. It was so fun. I was surrounded by people who are so sweet. Like, her team is the sweetest team ever. She was amazing. Such great memory. I think that's the best memory that I have of being 26-year-old. I'm not gonna say of 2022 because there's a lot coming up actually at the end of the year, and who knows, there might be another memory that will be better than that one, but for sure so far, and like being 26 was that was the best memory of 26-year-old for sure. Now I'm gonna try to mix it up a bit because there's a lot of life questions, as I said, very similar, all of them, but then I'm just gonna go into a random like fashion question, and I got it twice actually, this question, and it's, what's your dream bag? And well, you guys know that I've still failed in terms of buying my own luxury bag. Like, I still haven't managed to just go for it. I've bought many accessories, I've bought like many premium bags, but I still haven't bought a luxury bag, and that's really missing in my closet, in my wardrobe. But it's just like, for personal reasons, financial, whatever, I just haven't gotten to the point, which is fine, of course. But my dream bag is something you might not think of. Like, usually we think Hermes, we think Chanel and all that stuff, but no, my dream bag is by Dior, and it's the mini Lady Dior. It can be like in a cream or light pink color, I don't really mind. That's like my ideal bag, and it has always been that way for the past, like, I don't know, 6-7 years or something. It has been my dream bag. So now we're gonna go into what has been your biggest realization this year. So it's kind of related a bit to the first question in a way that, yeah, what did I realize this year? So not during my 26-year-old kind of year, but this year, 2022. It's putting myself first and really doing what I want and what I like, and not waiting for people's approval. Now I'm still working on that, especially in the work environment and career-wise. I think that's where I'm not the best at it, at like knowing, you know, okay, this is what I want to do, I'll do it or whatever. But in my personal life and stuff, I feel like I've managed pretty well this year, especially. So since the question is about this year, then yeah, the realization is that once you put yourself first and you do what you really want, as long as you don't hurt anyone or anything like that, I think that's when you really enjoy life. And I've just recently been doing that, and I think this year has been the year that I've been doing it the most, because we went through 2 years of pandemic, and before that I was a student and all that. And now that I'm working, you know, you're financially independent, it opens more doors. I've met amazing people this year. Yeah, I just feel like I've been putting myself first, and there's a lot of things coming up this year still where I'm putting myself first, doing things for me, and I think that's the biggest realization, that you really are happy once you do that. Then I got another question about fashion, because we're gonna switch a bit. A color you would never wear. And I actually thought about it quite a bit. I didn't really know what to say. I would probably never wear the Spotify / the WhatsApp, you know, the little icon, green color. That very bright pop color green. I don't think it's me. I don't think I could pull it off. I just really do not see myself wearing that color, but who knows? Maybe one day I will. Who knows, you know, sometimes. I'm not against green. I could wear emerald green. I've worn it before. Pastel green to a certain extent, even though I'm very pale, so it might not look good. But like that very bright green, just not for me. Like, it's just, I give up. Like that's like a big no for me. I have two questions that are kind of similar, because I'm gonna just like put it as pretty much one question in my answer at least. I just turned 20, so congratulations, by the way, turning 20, that's so fun. Do you have any advice for your 20s? And then I got another question where it was 3 things you learned in life. So they're kind of similar, because my answer is gonna be a little similar. One is really related to the 20s, and one is related to just life in general. The thing is, to be honest, up until my 20s, you know, I was a child, I was a teenager, and I can't really say I've learned anything. I guess whatever happened in the teenage years, I've learned it once I was in the 20s. I was like, wait, that was a situation. That's how I reacted back then, but maybe I should have reacted that way. So I don't know, I'm gonna kind of mix them both together. Hopefully I'll answer well. I don't really know. The very first lesson, I wrote it down, and I thought about it many times, because I felt bad like giving you that first lesson, because I feel like it's very negative, and I don't want it to sound negative for you guys, but it's something I've learned in my 20s. Once again, it's not like I'm the most social person, that I know everybody out there, that I've had the most experience in the world. So this is based on my experience. First lesson would be, do not trust anyone. And that sounds so bad, and I don't want you guys to think, oh, I have to stop trusting family, partners, or best friends or anything. No, like, don't do that. I trust my best friends, I trust my partner, I trust my family, like, you know, I trust friends. But I would say that what I learned is to always try to put maybe a bit of a filter on what you say. In that sense, I mean, no matter who you talk to, don't necessarily say everything, like every single detail, or don't necessarily say everything to the same person. That sounds super bad, and if you're a friend of mine who are watching this, you might think, oh my god, she's been like lying to me or not telling me everything. No, I probably have told you a lot. But what I mean by that is that at least be aware that there's always a possibility that even a very good friend of yours, or even your partner or your family, whatever, I don't know, I haven't had an experience like that except with friends, but like they have control over what they want to say, what they want to share. They have control of whatever secret or information that you gave to them, so they can do what they want with it. Of course, I'm not saying they're gonna go and tell whatever you told them to everyone, but there's a possibility. And I would say that I've sometimes put too much trust in people, especially I would say actually during high school, that's a good one. And also at the beginning of my 20s, I've put a lot of trust in people and I've regretted it a lot. So I would say just be aware that whatever you say might get out. Then the second thing is a bit more related to career, I would say, but it's interesting, especially if you are in your 20s, probably gonna go study, or maybe you're working already. Whatever your situation, everybody goes through work, everybody has to work, pretty much everybody has to. Everybody has some sort of career. So this might be interesting for you, and even if you're in high school, that might be interesting to you too. And it would be think out of the box and always learn something new. So this is something I've always kind of done, but there were moments in my life where I did it less, and that's where I realized I kind of wasted time a bit. Thinking out of the box, thinking differently to other people, not following what everybody's doing, because at the end of the day, whether it's high school or uni, you all go, well, especially in my case for fashion school, we were always the same class, right? We didn't like switch classes, like the actual class were always the same girls, and we followed the same classes, we had the same teachers, we had the same exams or similar exams, we were going to the same school, we had the same schedule. So at the end of the day, when you finish your diploma, you all have similar knowledge. We had all the same resources in a way. So what makes you different? Sometimes it might just be because, yeah, you're maybe better than someone else, so you have more knowledge in the subject. But it also may be that what did you do during these 4 years of university? Like for me, I did the 3-year bachelor and 1-year master in fashion school, and I was always trying to learn something on the side. I did a German course, so I got a German diploma. I did an Italian course, I got an Italian diploma. I was learning some softwares and all that stuff. Now that I'm working, I also have on the side freelance work to keep on learning about social media, about other fields and stuff like that. And I'm also on YouTube to learn video editing, to have like this content creation aspect. Things that are gonna differentiate me on the market in terms of jobs and career. That is a second lesson I learned. And then the third one, I'm trying to speed this up, but this video is gonna be long. It's to put myself first, which is related to exactly what I said just before about the realization this year. And it's just doing what I want. So, you know, it's something I'm really working on. Like the people who know me are probably laughing right now. They're like, you're not doing that right now. But yeah, I'm slowly trying really to do that. You don't want to feel like you're missing out on things. And I feel like I've missed out on a few things. So I'm trying to probably just do them now, I feel like. So that would be my advice, to do these 3 things during your 20s. Honestly, if you follow these things, I think that career-wise, friendship-wise, relationship-wise, it should go quite well. And then everybody has a different life and a different path. So there's 2 questions left, and they're very similar but different. If you could tell your 17-year-old something, like one thing, what would it be and why? And I was thinking about this one so much. It's the hardest question I got. I have no idea, because when I was 17-year-old, so I was in high school, approaching kind of the end of it, doing all these exams. It was crazy. It was very hard. I don't really know. I guess I would say like keep on dreaming, keep on believing, keep on having dreams and goals. I would say that probably. Is that a good answer? I don't even know. I don't even know. Oh my gosh, these are hard questions, guys. Like hard. And the last question is, actually there's someone, a good friend of mine, who just wrote something very random, which I should answer to. Why? The question is, why are we getting so old? I know who wrote that. That I don't know. I don't know. It feels like it now. Like it really feels like we're getting old, and it's a bit scary. I don't know. I wish we didn't. I wish we could freeze like in time for some time. I wish the pandemic years didn't happen, so I could take 2 years off and be like 25. I feel like that would be very nice. The last question is, how did you imagine your life would be like at 27 when you were a child? So as a child, it's really hard to answer that question, because that would be like, what, at 8 years old or something? And at 8 years old, I was probably just dreaming to be like Britney Spears, like a singer. So that would be very hard for me, but I can tell you what I imagined when I was more of a teenager. So like around 13, 14, maybe that's gonna be good for the answer. And I imagined it quite different to what it is. Different, but not so different. I imagined it first being probably married with a husband, probably with a kid already, or planning, or being pregnant, because I remember that I was like, oh, 26, 28 years old, that's when I want to have a kid. I don't know, I have that idea in my head. At that time, I was quite interested in going into media, which I am a little bit into media, and I'm doing videos on YouTube, so I did find a way to be on camera in a way, because I really wanted to be on TV, but like as a journalist or something. So I guess I kind of managed to find a way, but yeah, I imagine probably having a great career in that, which my career is not amazing yet, because I didn't know that it takes so much time to actually manage a good career. So I imagine probably that, but to be honest, I especially had an idea regarding my personal life, so kids, husband. That's what I imagined like my life would be and what I really wanted. I literally have Pinterest boards of these things. I'm not even kidding. But yeah, that's kind of how I imagined my life back then. I think that's all the questions, or at least the ones that I thought would be interesting for today's video. Let me know what you thought about this type of video. And well, I will see you next week in my next video, which will be the vlog of my Nice trip. So definitely stay tuned if you want to see what I've been doing, what I've shopped for, where I went, and all that good stuff. Yeah, so we'll see you next week in my next video. Bye everyone.